The easiest thing that you can do to put some more money in your pocket is to stop spending money, because the most accessible way to keep more money is just to not give it away to somebody else. Everybody on their journey to becoming wealthy has to go through a phase where you have to cut back. You're going to cut back on your spending. That way you can put more cash towards your savings, you can put more cash towards your investments, and you can put more cash to you and building your wealth. Everybody has to go through this phase, and it's not easy. This is the phase where you just gotta stop spending money on the things that are not making you any money. There were a lot of years where I didn't go out to eat and I didn't go on vacation unless I was getting paid to go on vacation. I would go out to eat with my friends and all of my friends would order a meal and I would just sit there and drink water. I didn't eat at the restaurant because I didn't want to pay money to be there. I didn't go on vacation unless I was getting paid, because if I was on vacation somewhere, then I couldn't work on my business and I would have money leaving my account, because now I would have to pay for a flight, I'd have to pay for a hotel, I'd have to pay for food out, and I didn't want to have to do that because I wanted to invest this money into myself. I used to work in the wedding business, so sometimes I got paid to go on vacations because people would pay me to fly out or drive out to a new location to help host a destination wedding, which was fun because now I'm getting paid to go on vacation. But unless I was getting paid to go on vacation, I wasn't gonna go. If you were serious about putting some extra cash aside right now, you gotta stop spending money on things that you don't need to spend money on. And it sucks. Nobody likes being cheap. But this is a phase that you have to go through if you want to get to that wealthy phase where now you're worried about how you're going to spend your money instead of how you're going to save every extra dollar. Because right now you need to use your money as a tool to make you wealthy. But until you get there, you need to make sure you keep that money for yourself. That way you can invest this money into yourself. This is where you got to answer for yourself. How serious are you about turning your finances around and finding this extra cash? Because if you are, then you got to stop spending money on things that don't make you money and things that you do not need to survive. That means don't buy the new iPhone. Stop going out to eat. Stop going on vacations. Stop going out and spending money on things that are not making you any money right now, because right now you need to keep this cash in your bank. That way you can stack your cash. That way you have your money to pay off your debt, to pay your bills, or to go invest in yourself. This alone will easily put an extra $500 to $1,000 into your pocket each and every month. Now, this is not something you want to do for the rest of your life. I don't want you to live like you're broke for the rest of your life, but this is one of the things that you have to do. That way we can get over the first hurdle of becoming wealthy, and you got to have the extra cash to invest in yourself. The second thing you want to do to find some extra cash is sell some of the junk around you. That way you can turn your junk into cash. Every single one of us has junk in our house right now that we're not using, that is just sitting there collecting dust. Take that stuff, whether it's clothes, whether it's furniture, whether it's electronics, and go and sell it. Because right now you want that extra cash. That junk is not doing anything for you, and if that TV is the reason why you're sitting on your butt all day every single day and not doing anything, go and sell it for some cash. That way now at least you have some cash in your hand and you can't sit there and watch TV every night or play your video games. Now, I already know what you're thinking, but Jasprit, that doesn't sound very fun. There's a reason why the majority of people will never become wealthy, because they're not willing to put in the work to become wealthy. Becoming wealthy is not for everybody. It is not easy. You have to make sacrifices, but this is one of the things that you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices if you want to become wealthy. If you have AirPods or an iPhone or anything with the letters GUCCI or LV on it, and you're complaining about money, or if you're struggling with money, then your priorities are in the wrong place. Right now, you got to get rid of this stuff. Get rid of the name brand stuff. Sell it. If you have an iPhone that you're making payments on, sell it. Get the cash in your hand, buy a phone that you can afford, and use the extra cash to now invest in yourself. The first time I made $100,000 in a year, I was still in school, so I didn't really have many expenses, but I was living in an apartment where I was paying $400 a month. Now, apartments were not $400 a month. They were a lot more, but the reason I was able to get my apartment so cheap was because I didn't have a room in my apartment. I slept in the living room floor. I had money in the bank. I was making good money, but I wanted to invest every penny possible back into myself because I wanted to make it something bigger. So I paid $400 a month, which included my rent, it included my utilities, it included my cable, it included my internet, and it included my parking, but I didn't have a room. I had a mattress that I picked up every single morning. I dragged it into the hallway. I folded up my sheets. I put that on the sofa, and then I would leave, go to school all day, and then come back, put my mattress down, put my sheets down, go to sleep, and start up the next day. The owner of Louis Vuitton is one of the richest people in the world. Sometimes he's the richest person in the world. Sometimes he's the third richest person in the world. It just varies on the day, but he's one of the richest people in the world. And the reason why he got rich is not because he was wearing Louis Vuitton. It's because you have a lot of people that want to look rich, so they're paying him money that made him the richest person in the world just so they can wear his name. If you want to be the person that becomes wealthy, then right now you got to get rid of all the crap that's not putting money money in your pocket and put the cash in your pocket. That way you can use your money to invest in yourself instead of just giving it to everyone else. Everybody has at least $5,000 of crap that they're sitting on that they could turn into cash. So I guess you could call it crap cash. The third thing that you can do to help you get to that $10,000 quickly, now this is where things get fun, is now you can start to earn more money. Obviously you can try to work harder at your job, get a raise, get a promotion or whatnot, but what I want you to also think about is how you can make money outside of your job. And this has become more accessible than ever, not just because of the internet, but because of all the resources that have come out outside of the internet, through the internet, and now you can use these resources as a tool for you. Now if that made no sense to you, don't worry. It didn't make any sense to me either, but let me show you what I mean. Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, and Amazon delivery are all things that you can do right now as a way for you to pick somebody or something up and drop it off somewhere else and get paid to do that. These are things that don't require any skills. They can easily add another $1,000 a month into your pocket on the side, and these are things that you can do on your own time. If you want to make even more money and you have a truck and you don't mind lifting heavy things, then you could go into one of the freelance moving sites and help people move heavy things from one place to another and get paid to do that. Or if you're one of those people that don't want to leave your room, then you can also do the same thing on the internet. Now, instead of delivering people or delivering groceries, now you can help people design things, or you can help people write things, or you can help people with their accounting as a freelancer. So now you can go onto a site like Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, and now you can be a freelancer and do gigs for people and businesses who need work done for their businesses. You're not an employee, so you're not going to be on W-2, but you're kind of working as a contractor, where now when a business needs a service, they can post what service they need onto one of these freelance sites. And if you can do the work, like if you can write an article that this business wants, or if you can help this business solve this problem, if they want to build a website, or if they want to design a logo, then you can bid for that and then they'll pay you to do this. Or if you really want to think more about the long term and you don't need this cash immediately right now, then you can also think about starting your own business, or by investing your money into things that are going to pay you with passive income or cash flow. Starting your own business can help you make a whole lot more money, but it is not easy. It takes a lot of work, and most businesses fail. Not everybody is cut out to start a business. Not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur. So if you're not self-driven, if you're not motivated, and if you can't keep working towards something while not making any money, then starting a business probably isn't for you. But if you have the entrepreneurial bug and everything you do revolves around thinking of new business ideas, and if you hate the idea of working for somebody else, then starting a business is for you. And when it comes to investing your money to start generating that cash flow or passive income, this is something that I think everybody should do. And this is where now you're taking your extra cash, you're investing it into places that are going to pay you for owning them. This is all about investing your money into assets, investing your money into things that will make you more money instead of just buying the things that will lose you money. The fourth thing that you can do, which is one of the easiest ways to save some extra cash, is to pay less for the things that you already do own. It kills me to see how many people don't do this. But every single year, your utility companies, your service companies, your cable companies, all of them are going to raise the price of your bill every single year. But just because they raise the price of your bill doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pay this higher price. If you ask nicely, not only will some companies not raise your bill, but they'll give you a discount on what you were paying from before, and they'll keep giving you the same service. At one of the apartment complexes that I own, we have a dumpster. And originally we were paying like $80 a month for the dumpster and waste service. And over a few years, they raised the price from $80 to $250 a month. And when I saw the bill for $250 a month, that's when I was like, okay, I need to call them to see what's going on. So I called up the company to see what's going on, and not only did I get my bill reduced, but I got a discount on what I was paying before, because now we went from $250 a month all the way down to $65 a month, just because I called and asked nicely. So if you have a phone bill, an internet bill, any sort of subscription, this even works if you have credit card debt. You can do this with all of them. What you want to do first is you want to call around to see what their competitors are charging, especially if they have some low intro rates. Then you're going to take this information and you're going to call up the company that you're trying to reduce the bill from. You're going to talk to the customer service people, and you want to make sure you be nice, because these customer service agents are being berated every single day with angry customers. And so if you just talk to them and you're nice, they will be nice to your wallet. The first thing you got to do is ask them nicely why your bill was raised. The second thing you want to do is be shocked. Oh, you raised my bill that much? Is there anything else that you can do? It doesn't matter what price they offer you. You never want to settle for the first price that they give you. And that's when you bring in your lifeline. You say, oh, that would be really nice, but your competitor is charging me $20 less a month. Would you be able to match that? Chances are they're going to say, sorry, I can't do that. And that's when you want to ask if there's any way that you can speak to somebody higher up, maybe a manager or maybe a director, because they have more power to reduce your bill. This is where you have to remember, companies do not want to lose a good customer who pays on time every single month. And so if you've been with a company for a long time and you've paid your bills every single month on time, you can use this as leverage. But the key is you don't want to be one of those people that says, why are you raising my bill? I can't believe you did this. I'm going to go to your competitor unless you give me a 50% discount right now. If you act like that, well, now chances are your customer service rep will not discount your bill, even if they have the ability to do that, because now they're upset and they just won't want to. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide that goes over what passive income is, how to start generating passive income, and different passive income strategies. These are things that you can start doing even if you don't have a lot of money. So if you want to read this free guide on how to start generating passive income for free, all you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.